Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to discuss a little bit about the brand new premium tank that just hit the game, aka the Turtle MK.1, and as you can see, and I was quite surprised, the tank came in gold, or I should say crates that you can buy for gold. As you can see, you have a 4% drop chance for the Turtle, or you can drop a charm, or you will always drop a charm. And when you manage to get yourself 25, you will get the tank guaranteed in your garage. But if the tank is coming in those crates for gold, I'm expecting it not to be that good. So let's not lose too much time and jump directly into it. We're gonna buy the special offer, 2.5k gold for 3 Turtle MK1 container, and we're gonna start to gamble, guys, because yes, that's what we are here for. Hopefully we're gonna be quite lucky and we're gonna get it directly. That would be awesome, so let's not lose too much time. There we go, we opened the first crate and no tank for the moment. And it seems like as the tank is coming in gold, it's quite hard for you to be able to unlock some juicy reward. But hey, at least I got myself a good certificate for 28,000 experience. Come on, we continue. Okay, we had some good choice, but unfortunately for me, no freaking tank. So let's roll on. Please, Wargaming, be gentle with me and give me the tank straight away. I don't want to have to gamble all the gold up to 25 charms. I trust Wargaming, guys. Sometimes when I say nice thing about Wargaming while opening, they are giving me tanks or they are giving me stuff. So we're going to try to test that theory right now. Wargaming, I love you. Okay, maybe that's not hard enough. Wargaming, I'm sorry for the videos. No. Wargaming, I'm gonna make a good review about the turtle. They know I'm lying. Come on, continue. Please give me the tag. Still no. 3. I'm gonna have to gamble all the way. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to gamble all the way to get that tank. I don't like this, guys. I don't like where this is going. The crate problems. I mean, here it's my problem because I'm an adult and I'm buying myself my own stuff. But for kids that are spending daddy money or something like that, it's a little bit disappointing, let's say. I guess we have to roll on, guys. So we're gonna roll in. Let's roll on. I failed completely, guys, because I just bought an offer where I thought there was only 14 containers, but in the end I ended up with 19. So I'm gonna have way too much anyway. But yeah, I guess you're gonna have more opening for you. I'm not close to 1 or 2 crates, so there we go. We have 19 to open. So 1, 2. That would be awesome if I managed to get the tank out of that. That would be awesome if I can get it 1, 2 times, but I don't think it's going to be the case. I'm just going to have it 1 time when I'm going to have my 25th charm, and that's it. Come on, let's open. There we continue. Come on. At least I had some spare gold, which implies that I did not spend that much for this tank. If I'm not mistaken, I spent 40 euros, and I live in France. So in France, prices are pretty expensive due to the high way of life. So 40 euros, I'm not going to say it's nothing because it's still quite a cost. So I hope the tank is good. But compared to what I usually spend on tanks, on crates, it's not that much. Let's say it like this. Yeah. As you can see, guys, I did not manage to get it in the 24 first charm. So in the end, I got it, yeah, like that. The turtle, the mighty one. Okay, we're still gonna open the 7 remaining containers to see if we can get something. Maybe we're gonna get it. Who knows? Who knows? No, still no. Told you. So we got it 2 times out of 30 crates, something like that. Maybe 3 times. On the last one, that would be epic. Wargaming, nah. No. I also got a bunch of boosters and certificates from that, but here we're not gonna bother with this. We're gonna take a direct look at the tank. Concerning the statistics and the tank overall, I think you already guessed it. It's quite close to the Badger, the tier 10 collectible tank destroyer, the British one, and it's literally the exact same but put at tier 8. What I mean by that is that when you take a look at the statistics of the gun, for example, you have an amazing DPM, 2.9k, which is insane for a tank of that tier. The gun dispersion is good as well. The reload time is 6.8 seconds for an average damage of 330, and I think that's the first time that in the game, in this game at least, we have some such an alpha damage. So maybe it's something brand new about the tank. You also have an amazing gun depression, 10 degrees, and you're going to see after why it's important for you to use it. And finally, average penetration, that is really good, 232 with your regular and 263 with your gold shell. For the rest of the tank, do not expect any mobility from it because as you can see, the top speed is only 20 kilometers per hour. So you're closer to the mouse than you are from the Scorpion G in terms of mobility, which is a shame, but hey, they had to make it kind of balanced, I guess. Now, concerning the armor, that's where things are getting interesting, because as you can see on the top left corner of your screen right now, you have 271 based armor overall, because you are extremely angled. You have two problems with this tank that are here and here. It's really easy to get penetrated on those areas because you only feature 170, but if you want to bypass that, you need to use your 10 degrees of gun depression as I'm doing right now, and when you're doing that, it becomes a little bit harder to penetrate you, but still it's gonna be quite hard to bounce things on those two sides. I think that's how Wargaming intended to make it a balanced tank, but it's kind of destroying the whole point of the tank. If when you put it in all down like this, or you try to angle, it's still quite easy to penetrate those two big areas. I don't think the tank is gonna be worth it and is gonna be interesting to play. I did not play it yet at the moment, as I'm telling you that right now, but yeah, I'm not expecting this one to shine on the battlefield. And for the rest, yeah, it's quite easy to penetrate, not with HE, which is good, because I was expecting that to be able to just with an RU-251 destroy completely the outline of the tank on the sides, but it seems like it's not gonna be the case, and I'm quite happy. You also have a cupola, but nobody is gonna bother with that, knowing that it's quite easy to penetrate you here. Now, let's test the machine on the battlefield. Okay guys, I have the pleasure to announce you that this thing right there you're taking a look at is probably one of the worst tier 8 premiums I've ever had the pleasure of playing. This is just a nightmare, and it made me love my Panzer 58 moods. Let me explain. First, when you take a look at the mobility, and that's the first thing that is shocking about the tank, you see that you can climb up to more than 20 kilometers per hour. For the moment, nothing really hard, because when you take a look at the tank statistics, you will see that the engine doesn't allow you to climb up to more than 20 kilometers per hour. But at least, if you use a speed boost, I was expecting to be able to go to 25, maybe 30 kilometers per hour with it. And what happened is, it's definitely not the case. You go to the exact same speed using the speed boost. And it's a huge problem, because you are extremely team dependent. What I mean by that is you have a tank that is really slow, so your enemies are gonna arrive on the battlefield on the main and key positions before you, okay? And the problem is those guys that are taking positions before you will be able to destroy you even before you manage to get into a right position for a tank destroyer. On top of that, if you have a bad team, you can't play aggressively, because it's either your team takes the good positions and it allows you to climb up safely to the battlefield, or they don't take them and you are literally gonna get stuck in the back of your teammates, and you're gonna have to either try to sneak shots from time to time like I'm doing right now. I don't even know what I'm doing here because I don't have the time to go on the other side. I can't do anything. You are literally too team dependent for this tank to be enjoyable. And on top of that, and I think this is the worst in this scenario, this thing is supposed to be slow because it has a really big armor, right? You don't even have armor because the two weak spots, as we talked previously about, near the gun on top of the hull, are literally quite big, and everybody knows, thanks to the HUD that tells you where you can penetrate, everybody knows where they have to shoot to literally destroy your tank, which makes it impractical as hell, not worth it, and definitely not something funny to play on the battlefield. The only thing you can do is pray for your enemies to be dumb enough not to shoot at your weak spot, but let's be honest, it's never gonna happen, and they are just gonna wreck you. Here, for example, it was really awful how I couldn't do anything but dying because you're team dependent and because my team didn't do anything. Much credits, like, take a look at this, only 30,000, and I'm using a premium account. This is just, I don't know, it feels like Wargaming decided, hey, you know what, let's take every worst component we can put on the tank and put it on a tank called Turtle. I don't see any other solutions. If you want to see more, and this is what we're gonna go for, the Turtle is really bad, but I did not play yet about the playstyle. I talked about all the problems. And I'm gonna say for the playstyle, good luck. This is all I have to say. Good luck, because regardless of what you do, you are gonna get completely crushed. Even if you use your 10 degrees of gun depression to be able to play from the reach line or anything like that, you are gonna be penetrated because your weak spots, even when you're angled, are still weak spots. And this is the problem. With the tank being on the flat ground and being able to get penetrated by your opponents, no problem. But when you are over-angling it, you use your 10 degrees of gun depression and still people can penetrate through your tanks like it's butter, it becomes a useless tank. Because if you don't have any armor on something that's slow, you are useless. So yeah. You are going to see that right now. For example, here, I'm not that much angled against the Progetto C, but I just took it. I took it straight into the weak spot, as we talked about. I'm trying to sneak in another one on the guy, but unfortunately I can't. I'm trying to get the turtle. As you can see, the enemy turtle is angled, and yet I can still penetrate its weak spot. And yeah, this is just horrible. So if you want to make it work, two things. Use the maximum degrees of gun depression you can. So try to put it from the reach line where you can use your 10 degrees of gun depression by hiding the lower part of your hull. And if you can't do that and you're on flat ground, all you can do is wiggle around. Just wiggle, and from time to time, if you're lucky, your opponents are gonna miss their shells that are gonna end up not in your weak spot, for example, like what happened with that IS-5 right now. The only cool thing is the gun, and even that is not that good, concerning the fact that it's impractical as hell. It's literally impractical. That tank has nothing for itself beside the DPM, and no, it's not enough to make it a tank worth buying. Knowing it's in crates, I'm 100% sure that Wargaming will put it back in the shop later on without those stupid crates. And even if it comes for 10k gold, even 5k gold, I would say it's definitely not worth it. So guys, please don't fall for this scam, let's say, and I just hope that Wargaming will actually buff that tank severely during the upcoming updates, and I truly think they will, because in its current state it's just a no-go. Awful. And on top of that, and you're gonna see that through against the LTTB, you can't even bounce properly the enemies when they are from tier 7, which is kind of a shame for something that is supposed to be a bunker at tier 8. And this is how we died, guys. This is how we ended up our battle. Yeah, we did 3.3k damage, but in the end, it was just pain in the ass. Hopefully you enjoyed, guys. If that's the case, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, and please do not buy that horrible thing.